Hi, I'm Melissa. Welcome to Yoga for Anxiety. Today I have a gentle yoga class for seniors and beginners. We'll take things nice and slow, and I'll show lots of modifications throughout the practice. Today we'll be using a yoga strap. So if you have a strap, go ahead and grab it. If you don't have a strap, you could use a belt. That would work great. We're also going to be using 2 yoga blocks in our practice today. So if you have blocks, go ahead and grab them. If you don't have any props, don't worry. You can still do this entire practice without any props. All right, let's go ahead and get started. You can sit in Sukhasana or easy pose, so that's cross-legged, just like I'm sitting right now. If you'd like, you can take your blocks and place them underneath your thighs, especially if your legs are coming up, if you have some tightness in the hips. You can use the blocks to help to support your legs. Once you're in a seated position, find your sit bones. Make sure your sit bones are firmly rooted into the earth. Sit up tall, lift through the chest. Great. From here, interlace your hands in front of you. If you can't interlace your hands, if that's not working for your body today, take the palms of your hands together. Either option is great. From here, start to lift your arms up to the sky. Reach through the fingertips and grow long and tall through your entire spine. Great. Release the hands and lower the hands down to the sides of the body. We'll do that again. Interlace your hands or take the palms of the hands together. Start to bring the hands up and then reach up towards the sky. You should feel a nice stretch throughout your spine. Release the arms and bring the arms down to the sides of the body. We're going to do that a few more times, flowing with our breath. So take an inhale and then exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, release the arms down to the side of the body. Let's do that once more. Inhale. And exhale, release. Great job. Take your right hand, plant your right hand on the mat, and then reach overhead. Come into a side stretch with your left arm. So we're reaching over to the side. You should feel the stretch in the side of your body here. You can always come just a little stretch, or you can make it a lot deeper. Really listen to your body. Notice what is feeling good in your body today. We'll hold this here for a moment. Just continue to breathe into the stretch. Great. On your next inhale, reach both of your arms up to the sky. And then from here, cactus, open your arms, open your chest, and take your gaze up to the sky. We'll hold this stretch here. And I want you to think about very gently squeezing your shoulder blades together. Really open through the chest, so nice proud chest. On your next inhale, reach both of your arms up to the sky. As you exhale, take your left hand to the side of the body, and then this time reach your right arm overhead. Come into that side stretch. So remember, it can just be a little bit of a stretch right here, or you can take it deeper. Whatever is right for your body today. And just come back to your breath. Breathe into the stretch. You should feel the stretch through your side body. On your next inhale, sit up tall. Reach both of your arms up to the sky. And then one more time, we're going to come into that gentle back bend. So cactus your arms open. Take your gaze slightly up and then squeeze your shoulder blades together. Good. Really feeling that opening in your chest. Just remember to keep breathing here. On your next inhale, reach both of your arms up to the sky. As you exhale, lower your hands down and place them on top of your thighs. We are going to do some shoulder shrugs here. So take your shoulders up, back, and down. We'll do that again. Take the shoulders up, back, and down. So continue this movement. And as you move, I want you to just think about relaxing and releasing your shoulders. I want you to really breathe into the shoulders. Think about letting go of any tension, any tightness that you're holding in the shoulders today. You got it. Let's do that 2 more times. Last time, take the shoulders up, back, and down, and just relax the shoulders here. We're going to come now to cow face pose. You heard it right, cow, like the animal. So I'm going to show you some options with the legs first. The first option is just to stay exactly how you are, sitting cross-legged. You can keep the blocks here supporting your legs. So this is option number 1. Option number 2 looks like this. We will take our left leg underneath, and then we'll take our right leg on top, just bending the knees. So I'm stacking my knees right on top of each other. So this is cow face pose with the legs. And then I will show you the arms next. So go ahead and grab that strap if you have a strap. And then what you'll want to do is you're going to take the strap in your left hand. So take the strap in your left hand and then reach your left hand up to the sky. Take your right hand behind you, bend your elbow, and kind of scoot your hand up your back as far as it'll go. From here, bend your top elbow, and then you're going to try to grab onto the strap with your bottom hand so that your top hand and your bottom hand are reaching on the strap. Once you have a grip on the strap, you can start to scoot your fingers and hands a little bit closer together by just walking the fingers closer. You can also do this without a strap. So without a strap, it would be the same thing. I would take my bottom elbow and reach my hand up, and then I would take my hand overhead and then try to just reach as close as you can with the hands. If you're able to reach your fingertips, you can grab onto the hands. I know that's pretty challenging, so you might not be able to reach your fingers right now. Don't worry. Just come as far as you can. Once you're in this position, I want you to think about opening your chest. So you're not collapsed here, you're nice and open in the chest. Take your gaze slightly up, and then just breathe here. Great job. Go ahead and release your arms, release your legs. Take your legs long out in front of you. One at a time, bend your knees, and then let's shake out the arms. So we're bending our knees and shaking our arms, moving that energy and prana through the body. You got it. All right. Once you're ready, we'll come now to the opposite side. So remember, you can sit cross-legged. You can take those blocks underneath your knees. That's option number 1 for the legs. Or option number 2, like we did before, is the cow face legs. So this time we'll come to the opposite side. So start by taking your right leg underneath and take your left leg on top. And then you want to stack the knees right on top of each other. All right, once you have your legs, you can grab your strap if you have a strap. And then this time, we're going to take the strap in our right hand. So you can reach up overhead with your right hand, take your left hand behind you, and then start to walk it up your back. Bend your top arm, and then grab onto the strap with both hands. You can walk your fingers up the strap until you feel a nice stretch in the shoulders. And then remember, you don't have to have a strap. So if you don't have a strap, it looks the same. You're just going to take one arm up, bend your top arm, and then take your bottom arm underneath, and then reach your fingers as close as you can to one another. If you can, grip the fingers from the opposite hand. you're welcome to do that. Again, I know that's pretty challenging, so no worries if that's not available to you. Once you have your arms and legs situated, start to open through the chest. So open the elbows out wide and then lift the chest. Take your gaze slightly up. And we're just going to breathe here. You're doing great. This is a challenging pose. Let's take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, release your arms, release your legs. Extend your legs out in front of you. One more time, let's bend one knee at a time, and then let's shake out those arms. Get that energy and prana moving through the body. Great job. All right, we'll come to tabletop position. So you can come onto all fours. If you have a strap, you can just set that off to the side. We're done with the strap today. So come to all fours in tabletop position. Take a moment, make sure your knees are stacked directly under your hips. Make sure your wrists are stacked directly under your shoulders so that you have a nice strong base supporting your body. Spread your fingertips out wide. From here, take your gaze forward. Begin to slightly lift your head. Arch your back for cow pose, and then as you exhale, round through the back, take your gaze inward for cat pose. Inhale, lift through the chest, gently squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then as you exhale, bring your gaze inward and hollow out the belly. Inhale, lift for cow pose. And then exhale, come to cat pose. We're going to do that a few more times with our breath. Inhale and exhale, release. Inhale and lift. And exhale, let it go. Great, let's do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale, release. From here, lie on your belly. So you're going to extend your legs behind you, lower yourself all the way down to your mat. We're going to do a cobra pose here. So push the tops of your feet into the mat, squeeze your legs together. Your hands are right outside of your chest on either side. Take your gaze down to the mat and keep your elbows squeezed tight to your body. On your next inhale, very gently lift your chest slightly off the mat. As you exhale, lower back down. Good, we're going to continue this with our breath. Inhale, slightly lift the chest off the mat. And then exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, lift through the chest, cobra pose. Exhale and release. This time as you inhale, I want you to push yourself back to child's pose. So for child's pose, take your knees wide out to the sides of the mat. Reach your fingertips to the top of the mat and relax your forehead down to the earth. You have an option here to use a block underneath your forehead. So if your forehead is not coming all the way down to the mat, you can use that block to support your head. And let's just stay here for a few cycles of breath in child's pose. Just releasing and relaxing here. If you'd like, you can add a little bit of movement in your child's pose. You can gently rock your head from side to side. You can gently sway your hips from side to side. I just invite you to find some movement that feels good in your child's pose. Once you're ready, find stillness here. Slowly begin to push yourself up, and you can remove your block and place it off to the side. From here, we're going to come into a standing position for Ragdoll pose. So it looks like this. You can stand up and then hinge forward at the waist. Allow your upper body to hang heavy, just like a ragdoll. You can take your legs a little bit wider than hip distance. So we're pretty wide in the stance. And then grab onto your opposite elbows here. From here, start to make a figure 8 pattern with your arms. So you're swaying from side to side in a figure 8 pattern. And as you move, you can just allow your legs to come along with that movement. So you can see my legs are gently swaying from side to side as I move my arms. Just allow your upper body to fully relax and release into this stretch. We're just stretching with a little bit of movement here. And I want you to think about taking your gaze behind you. So rather than looking down at the ground, I want you to think about looking behind your legs. That'll help to release and relax your neck. So I feel this stretch in my back, and I also feel it in my hamstrings. This one is a really nice full body stretch with a little bit of movement. Once you're ready, find stillness here. You can release your hands down to the ground and then just toe heel your feet a little bit closer together. So your feet are now hip distance apart. And you can check that by placing your hands, make a fist, and place your hands together between your feet. So you can see I need to move a little bit closer to be hip distance. This will be approximately hip distance if you put your fists between your feet. Obviously that's different on everyone's body, but that's a good way to check. So from here, continue to grab onto your opposite elbows and then just release your head and neck. And you can shake your head yes and no. If it feels good to you, you can gently sway your arms a little bit from side to side. Just continue to breathe into this stretch. Great job. You can release your arms down to the mat as far as you can. If you're not reaching down to the mat, you can touch your knees or your calves, your ankles, wherever your feet or your arms are coming today. Great job. Go ahead and bend your knees and then come back down to your mat. You can come onto your back, so just transition here. Keep your knees bent and then slowly lower yourself down onto your back. Keep your block nearby. We'll have an option to use a block here. If you do have your block and you'd like to use it, we can lift the hips and just place your block underneath your sacrum. So your sacrum is kind of that bony part that's a little bit lower than your low back. This is supported bridge pose. If you're in supported bridge pose, you can rotate the palms of your hands up to face the sky, and you'll feel a gentle opening in the chest. So this is option 1, supported bridge pose. You're welcome to stay here in this pose, or if you'd like to come into a deeper back bend, you can remove your block from underneath you. You can place the palms of your hands on your mat close to your hips and then engage your glutes to lift your hips off of the mat for full bridge pose. Another option to deepen the back bend is to interlace your hands underneath you. If you choose this option, you'll gently rock your shoulder blades underneath your body and then actively engage the glutes to lift the hips. So you can see my hips are coming even further up in this option. So let's stay here for a few breaths. And this is a really good pose to counteract any rounded shoulders. So if you notice that your posture, you tend to round your shoulders when you're standing or maybe typing on the keyboard or on your phone, This is a great pose to counteract that kind of hunchback or rounded shoulders. All right, if your hands are underneath you, go ahead and release your hands and then slowly lower your hips back down to the earth. From here, hug both of your knees into your chest. So you can take your hands around your knees and then gently begin to rock from side to side. You can make a circular motion, you can move from side to side, or you can even make a figure 8 pattern here. Just move in a way that feels good to you. We're just giving ourselves a little back massage before we come into our Savasana today. Once you feel complete, you can release your hands from your legs. Just allow yourself to come into a comfortable lying position. So you can just lie on your back, find a position that feels comfortable in your body. Close your eyes, and we'll take the next few minutes here in Savasana. So just start to bring your awareness to your breath. Notice the quality and sensation of your breath in your body. And I want you to take notice of how you're breathing. Are you breathing quickly? Is your breath shallow? Is your breath catching anywhere in your body? Or is your breath smooth and relaxed? Is your breath nice and slow? Just take a moment and observe your breath in your body. Now I want you to think about trying actively to slow down your breath. So I want you to think about trying to lengthen and expand your breath and really take your time as you inhale and as you exhale. Begin to notice how you feel in your body when you start to slow down your breath. Notice that you start to feel more relaxed, more calm, and more grounded. And this is a technique that you can use anytime, anywhere. It's always available to you. All you need to do is focus on slowing down your breath. We'll stay here for 3 more cycles of breath. Take 1 more inhale. And then take a long, slow exhale. Start to bring some gentle movement back to your body. Start to bring movement to your hands and your feet. Gently begin to rock your head from side to side. You can start to open your eyes and then rock onto one side. Use your arm to begin to push yourself up and come to a seated position. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope to see you soon. I hope you were able to find some relaxation. Namaste.